The fish are biting. Everyone. Billy Deep and his sister Sheena are spending another summer in the Caribbean on their uncle's totally cool floating lab. The weather's beautiful, and there are lots of neat places to go swimming and snorkeling. Billy and Sheena are great swimmers, but even great swimmers get into trouble. Especially this year. There's something really scary going on under the sea. The fish all seem to be growing, bigger and bigger, with monster-sized appetites.
Welcome back to Goosebumps Overviews, the show where we talk about Goosebump books and judge them on their merit. Tonight's episode is book number 58, Deep Trouble 2. Now this book is so bad that it's made me physically ill. I am literally dying as we speak. So without further ado, let's get into this turd burglar and question our own existence, as much as its own existence. Starting out with a cover, this cover is a complete downgrade from the rest of the Deep Trouble series. I mean, look at this shit. First one, we got a Hammerhead Shark with a boy. Now that sets some atmosphere, that sets some closure. That sets a really good idea for a story about horrors taking place in the water. Then you see this, and it looks like a vampire goldfish. I think it's supposed to be a giant goldfish, but it could just be really close to the camera. We don't know that. It just looks like a normal size. It could be a normal sized goldfish. We don't know. I think that's what the ship is supposed to symbolize, that it's really big. But once again, we don't have depth perception with this book, so it doesn't really work. Overall, complete downgrade and really disappointing. Which is sad because I consider this book's story to be a lot better than the first Deep Trouble. But enough about that. Let's get into the actual story. So the story of Deep Trouble 2 is basically the story of Deep Trouble 1, except it's a lot more horror-based than action and adventure. We get Billy Deep again. 1 year older, 1 year wiser, and 1 more year of him being a pain in my ass. That's right. Billy's back, and he is learned nothing. Honestly, I would have preferred it if he'd died in the last book, which, honestly, that's how the book seemed like it would have ended, and I would have preferred it to be that way. Apparently, the book completely retcons or ignores what happens in Deep Trouble 1, well, at least for the ending, because we do get the whole spiel about the mermaid and all that stuff. But basically, that plays no part in this story. So the only reason this is a sequel is that it has the same characters from Deep Trouble 1, which it didn't need to be a sequel, honestly. This book is a complete unnecessary sequel. There are so many good Goosebump books that deserve a sequel, and we get this one, which could have been called something completely different, and had completely different characters, and probably been better. But this book gets completely worse when it comes to characters, because trust me, there are a lot more annoying characters in this story. So instead of stories and sea monsters, this one we do with giant fish. Kinda reminds me of those old monster features that had the giant animals because they couldn't really think of anything else to have. And that's what this story brings us, a lot of giant animals. Giant snails, giant goldfish, giant sharks, giant crabs. And if you like that stuff, there's a lot of stuff like this in there. And that's where the story really shines, with the giant creature features. However, there's one huge problem. And that's what causes all these problems. Dr. Ritter. Now you see, Dr. Ritter is the cause for all these giant fish, and his reasons for all this are really stupid. and his reasons for causing conflict with the characters are even more stupid. Essentially, he's a mad scientist that wants to make fish grow so he can help feed the populace, but he doesn't want anyone to find out about it, so he threatens to kill the main characters. Couldn't have you have just tested this in an isolated incident? You didn't have to test the whole fucking ocean, Dr. Ritter, you goddamn idiot. So that's kind of annoying, but it does lead to some good moments where the characters are stranded on an island, and many other good moments too. Overall, this book is really conflicted in its story, and it does have those good moments, really it just ends with a lot of crap. And the ending is terrible, and the twist at the end makes it even more goddamn horrible, making me wish I didn't read this book. It should have been called something different, with different characters, and would have made it so much better. And without further ado, let's get into spoilers. I don't really have much to say for spoilers, but basically they confront Dr. Ritter, and stupidly enough he turns all his henchmen into fish because he's a mad scientist. And insanely enough, he wants to prove that his algae or whatever, this plankton shit, can turn humans into fish, so he tries to make Billy drink it, and then Billy does drink it, and it turns out he's okay. Then Ritter goes insane and then drinks it to prove his own theory, turns into a fish and runs away. That's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid piece of shit, Ritter. This ruins the book completely. God damn it. And not to mention the ending, the twist at the end. Okay, it turns out Billy filled out one of the plankton tubes that Dr. Deep had with like iced tea so he could prank Sheeta, so he just drank that instead to make Dr. Ritter go insane. And Sheeta said, oh, I did the same thing too, so she drinks a bottle of plankton, and then it ends with, oh, did I drink the right bottle? So a purposely dark and ambiguous ending, which honestly makes Sheeta look like a fucking retard. So in the end, this book's fucking stupid. I don't want to go too harsh on this book because, like I said, it did have some good moments with the giant fish, and it plays with the themes of isolation. Honestly, this should have been Deep Trouble 1 instead of what we got in Deep Trouble 1. And again, if it was going to go with a sequel title, it shouldn't have been a sequel. It just shouldn't have been a sequel. Unnecessary completely. And there's a lot of stupid bullshit in this. And it basically made my voice sound like a ghoul. That's how fucking stupid it is. Gave me fucking cancer. God damn it. In the end, I give this book a 5 out of 10. While it does piss me off, I can't ignore the good moments in this. So this has been my review on Deep Trouble 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you join me for next episode when we cover book number 59, The Haunted School. Have a scary